Hello viewers, and welcome to this very special look at Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 5. An opportunity where we'll be exploring many of the exciting elements and gameplay modes that you can look forward to. I'm Alan Boyston, and I'll be putting the questions to the Milestone Games developers, Federico Spada, lead game designer, and Antonio Giordano, additional lead game designer. Finding out what's new, while also highlighting any concerns you, the gamers, may have, and putting your minds at ease that Supercross 5 isn't just another small step, but represents a whole new package, a new level of excellence moving the entire franchise a step forward. So, firstly, to introduce our developers, hello Antonio.
Hey Alan, hi everybody.
And hello Federico.
Hello Alan, thanks for having me.
Good to see you guys, and welcome to you both today, and I'm certainly looking forward to playing the game and learning more about it. So let's crack on with those questions and start by focusing on players new to the game. If gamers haven't played a Supercross game before, is it easy to get into? How steep is the difficulty curve? Plus, what improvements are there in the form of assists and tutorial features that we can look forward to?
Okay Alan, thanks for the question. So in Supercross 5, we really focused on making everybody able to access the game in an easy way. So the first thing that we actually done is creating a special difficulty setting landing page in which every kind of player can set their own difficulty. So if you're a first-time player, maybe you'd like to an easier approach to the game. So you will be able to select that right from the start of the game. And if you are a more expert player, a pro one maybe, you can select a higher difficulty level that will tend towards simulation. And to help out our first-time players, we decided to create this easy access mode that will introduce 4 new helps for them. So the first help, it's called Aid in Jumping, and will actually assist the bike during the jump phase to help their trajectory. So the rhythm sections that the player will have to face, which is really, really difficult even for pro players. Actually, this help will help new players to face this problem and help them to find the right trajectory from one jump to the other. The second one is called the flow recovery. So if by any chance you actually get one of these rhythm sections wrong, you will be helped with a small boost or even braking if you're too fast in order to find the perfect flow and go back into the flow again and be able to jump smoothly from one jump to the other. The third help is called automatic weight jumping, and will actually help the player with the weight balance for the rider during a jump. So it will help the player to go with a preload of the suspension that will actually help them in the jump they have to face, because that's what happens in real life. And the last one, it's called the assisted steering. So steering is really important, especially because the layout of Supercross tracks are full of turns and hairpins here and there. And that's really difficult for new players to, find the best way to drift through the turns and find the perfect trajectory to face the jump. So thanks to this assisted steering system, the players will be helped during the entire turn and hairpins, and they will find the perfect trajectory. And in this way, actually, they will be able to set each single help and decide their experience and actually tailor the experience around their skills.
Great to hear of these new features, getting newcomers into the game. I'm especially interested in the flow recovery option. Often, if you don't know a track or get knocked off by another rider, you can find yourself losing all momentum and flow on the course, waving around. And then by the time you get back up to speed, you've lost a lot of places. So this sounds like a much needed option, and combined with other elements mentioned, it certainly forms as a more comprehensive guide for beginners or those who just want to have fun without the countless hours of practice and falling off the bike. So that's a great addition for getting new players into the game. But now, before we continue, we have a very special announcement. A legend of the sport, many of you will know, the GOAT himself, Ricky Carmichael, is here to introduce a new feature of the game. Announcing the Futures Academy. Let's find out what this new feature is all about. Over to you, Ricky.
Hi everyone, this is 5-time Monster Energy Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael. Thanks for joining me today as we reveal the exciting new Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 5. I am here today to explain the Futures Academy, a brand new feature of Game 5 where you can learn and master the skills of riding like a pro. I'll be your tutor in the game, and I'll explain everything you need to know to master Supercross track. Tips on how to clear doubles or triples, different approaches to rhythm lanes within the same track section, perfect cornering, how to master the block pass technique or using the clutch properly. Believe me, I'll make you a real Supercross star. See you on track in Supercross 5.
Oh, the great man himself. Firstly, it's great to have Ricky involved, and this is clearly a much-needed tutorial mode, to help those new to Supercross, especially outside of the US, where there's a growing fan interest. Now we just need the skills to keep up. So, Antonio, if you can take us through this mode in detail, what can players expect?
Thank you for the question, Alan. Having a true legend such as Ricky Carmichael in the game is such an honor for us. So we're so happy to announce that Ricky Carmichael will be the host of the Futures Academy. The Futures Academy is our new learning journey, and it consists of 10 lessons. There are 4 basic lessons for all the newcomers and 6 new lessons for the expert. So we focus on accessibility and to give the players the right experience to get into the game. So you will learn, some basic such as how to start a race properly, how to steer, how to jump, how to control the bike. Maybe is one of the most difficult part of the game. So I assure you, Alan, this is everybody will love this mode because it's so fun and easy to understand all the lessons and to give the right confidence to the players to face the pro riders in our game.
Thanks, Antonio. A solid tutorial mode is always key to getting up to speed. All motorsport is first about knowing how to be fast, then finding that limit. So it takes another barrier away from unlocking pace, which ultimately means more competition, and that's great for everyone. So new players are, they're catered for better than ever before. But back to those regular players watching who want a real challenge. Federico, where were the key areas targeted for improvement, and what new features does Supercross 5 add to improve upon those aspects?
Yes, Alan. So for all the players who actually want more depth from their career mode, we decided to add some new feature. It's like a triad of feature that we put together, and they work the same together. So it's the rider shape system. So the rider shape system is something about obviously the rider shape. So how they will perform during the entire championship. So we know that actually all the pros have to keep in shape during the entire duration of the championship. So we decided to kind of do the same in the game. Thanks to the workout sessions, player will be able to keep their rider shape up, and so their general performance will be higher. They will get a better performance overall, and they will get the chance to really shine during the championship. Together with this, we decided to introduce and get a better feeling of what the injury system is. So differently from last year, we decided to improve this system and make it more appealable to everybody. It's more realistic this year. We decided to add specific kind of injuries that will happen if the rider falls during a race, and after a few falls you will get injured probably. There are 3 different kind of entity and gravity of these injuries. You can get a light injury, you can get even a bad injury as well. So for example, you can get a neck whiplash after falling, and this will directly affect your inner control. Or you can get your shoulder dislocated, and this will obviously get your cornering in a bad shape. So thanks to the workout session, player will be able to get healthy, improve the rider shape again, and be able to compete at higher levels. So the focus will be on how to balance the workout session together with the ridership system in order to have it shine and be a better rider and compete with the pro at higher levels.
Thanks, Federico. My muscles are feeling sore just thinking about it. This is a great addition. The focus has always been on the bike and bike performance, where so much also depends on the physical condition of the rider. It often amazes me just how many injuries some riders are carrying after a big impact and straight back on the bike. And this brings a whole new level of strategy that's a welcome and innovative addition to gaming. Great new features to which add additional longevity and strategy to the overall package. So now on to serious matters. Let's talk about physics. For obvious reasons, intuitive physics are always key to the gaming experience. Federico, what new changes and improvements can we expect for the physics this year?
Yes, Alan. As you can imagine, Supercross being a series, every game we try to make improvements in the physics, which is really important to us and the players. So for this year's iteration, we decided to revamp our bike control system in order to find a new way to make people be able to express their freedom and precision during their driving sessions. We totally revised the steering system as well, trying to give more precision on all the phases on the ground of the bike, which is really important, to find the best way to get out of a corner or, to set how you will get into a straightaway and these kind of interactions. And we decided to revise and refine the suspension system. So thanks to these revisions, we make all the drift management more approachable, and the players will be able to get more grips on turns and drift through turns and be able to, press and be able to get out of the turns at higher speeds, which is really important to get the upper end on the competitors. But the focus that I want to point on is the fact that every year we're trying to find the perfect balance between the simulation and accessibility, and even this year we made steps forward into that direction.
Well, thanks, Federico. It's good to hear of these improvements to those aspects of the physics and response to various community input. Obviously, there is always work to do, but I also, thank you, the community watching today, for giving that detailed feedback. That helps to steer the development and constantly improve the game. Okay, on to the next question then. It's here at last. Supercross 5 will see the long-awaited addition of split-screen mode. Now, while I'm talking to you, you'll see a clip of Adam Enticknap and Brandon Hartranft enjoying some competitive play and usual banter on the game. And I can tell you that these guys are super competitive in everything they do. But we want to play it ourselves, get our hands on it. So let's learn all about this mode. Antonio, how is it integrated into the main game? Can we play online? Is there co-op options? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, Alan, since I was a kid, I always played with my brother on video games together. And so it's like hiding from our mom because we're not doing homework. So, that's kid stuff. And to be honest, it's something that I still miss. So I hope also you and also our players are feeling kind of the same. So in those crazy times, we believe that sharing an experience, a gaming experience, is crucial, is so important. So we thought we could give to the players the chance to play together in split screen mode. We love so much this mode because the feeling of a race battle with a friend, with your brother, whoever you want. On the couch is something amazing, and we hope also our players will enjoy.
Oh, thanks, Antonio. It's good to hear the personal stories. We've all had some fun split-screen gaming sessions over the years. A great addition right there. It's and it's enough for a lot of us to say, right, I need this game. I need it now. Just thinking about what the opportunities that brings. There's a certain satisfaction of beating your friends in the same room that simply cannot be replicated in quite the same way online. So, Antonio, in terms of other online features, besides the standard expected features, can we expect anything new?
Yes, Alan. Of course, all the old modes of the multiplayer in Supercross are back. So we integrated with new cool features such as the drop-in. The drop-in allows players to enter in a starter race without waiting for the end of it. So you will go straight to the madness of the race. And we also added the cross-gen gameplay, which allows players to play with a different gen of the same console. And so I think it's kind of cool also in those times. And also one of my favorite new add is the free roaming mode in official tracks. So you can train with your friends in free roaming mode. So you are free to do basically anything, and then you can go online or start a new race on the same track and be maybe a better racer.
All great features and cross-gen gameplay, you say. Again, this is another huge step in the right direction for online communities. And we can finally see who's best, Xbox or PlayStation players. I'll leave that for you guys at home to sort out amongst yourselves. But moving on, the track editor has been a great addition and has always been hugely popular, adding so much to the Supercross game experience. Then add to that the massive success of last year's track editor contest, where the winner had their track made into a real Supercross circuit. This year, round 11 of the 2022 Monster Energy AMA Supercross season, which takes place in Indianapolis, will feature that winning design, and I'm sure we all can't wait to see it in action. It's also interesting to see gamer-designed ideas moved into the real sport and how that impacts on the racing. It's good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. So with that success, the track editor is back. Federico, what new features can we expect to see in the track editor for Supercross 5? And can we look forward to another track editor competition in 2022?
Absolutely. The track editor contest last year was a great success. And we were really happy as a developer to actually be able to make a player have their track featured in real life. For us is like a dream getting true, and I can just imagine for a player what does that mean. So this year, in order to improve the creativity of our players, we decided to add a new feature called the rhythm section editor. So the player will not be able just to share their entire creation of a track, but they will be able to create the rhythm section of a track, so this portion of the track so actually have jumps in it, to improve their tracks, and they will obviously be able to share them with other players. So this will allow the creators to have more flexibility in their creation and use these rhythm section for their tracks. But even people who actually are not into track editing, they will be able to use the section created by other players to make their own, and they will do it by shuffling these sections together and moving them around. So they will be able to create tracks in an easier and faster way. Obviously, there will be new elements added for the track editor, and the track editor contest will be back again.
Thanks, Federico. A great feature, and as you say, looking forward to seeing the video game to real-life track at Indianapolis later this year. Fantastic to see. You know, this is all results in bringing the sport and game closer. Now on to career mode. Every year there is an aim to improve upon the game from the year before. So Federico, what new aspects can we look forward to on the career mode?
Yes, Alan. So this year's career is divided in 3 chapters: the Futures, the Rookie, and the Pro chapter. And you will be able to start from the Futures chapter. In the Futures chapter, you will have 3 races, and when you will finish them, you will unlock the Rookie chapter, and you will be able to race in the 250 categories, both East and West. You will race against the 250 riders, and you will get noticed by teams and sponsors. You will be able to choose them and go through the career as a representative of their team. Obviously, as you go through the 250 category, you will be able to make training and get skill points to spend, and these will affect your capabilities and your performances, so you will get better and better and be able to unlock the Pro chapter. So when you unlock the Pro chapter, you will unlock, obviously, the ability to face against the 450 riders, and you will have rivalries against them, and the chance to get on top of the challenge. So moving on to the compound is back obviously in Supercross 5 even this year, and is totally integrated with the career mode. There will be challenges you have to face and to get skill points that can be spent into the skill tree to, as I said before, enhance your abilities and performances to face the better championship and get on top of that. And together with that, in the compound this year, there will be collectibles. If the player will get them all, they will earn a special reward.
Well, thanks, Federico. Well, I mean, again, huge career mode, epic in scale, and with the introduction of the rider shape system, there's lots of new aspects to the overall longevity of the one-player experience, lots to discover there. But on to the final question then. Let's talk about esports. Last year, we saw the addition of esports to Supercross 4. Antonio, can we expect to see that eSport Championship return in Supercross 5? And how will this competition evolve?
Yeah, of course. So, you know, the first time we bring the esports to Supercross was everybody of the team was so excited because it's a big improvement for our game community, and we care a lot about our community. So we love to see, you know, people from all over the world coming together to compete and a race for big prizes. So the past championship was a big success, and we worked so hard to give the best export experience to our players. So obviously, but we're here to talk about Supercross 5. So we're happy to announce that there will be another eSport Championship this year for our new game. And, you know, we can't wait to share more information with you in the future. There will be, you know, another championship, different prizes, and it will be so cool. So be ready for it.
Well, thanks, Antonio. Great. You know, if you're an expert player, get involved. If you're a beginner and new to Supercross, the tools are better than ever before in helping you maximize your ability. And no doubt, more talented gamers will be vying for the championship. So that's it from myself and the developers. A big thank you to Antonio and Federico for answering all of the questions today. And hopefully we've answered some of the burning questions you at home may have been interested in hearing about. Now it's time for some gameplay as we join an exciting exhibition match featuring some top content creators, milestone developers, and eSport Pro players. The show will be hosted by official commentary team Ricky Carmichael and Daniel Blair. Thank you for watching today. Over to you, Ricky and Daniel. Take it away.
Thank you, Alan, and welcome Supercross fans to this amazing Supercross showdown organized by Milestone, showcasing Supercross 5 prior to the March 17th launch. Competing today are some of the best Supercross e-riders in the world, famous YouTube creator Start Your Systems playing as Kellen, and Wyndham151 playing as Mr. Worst Nightmare. They're going to race against pro players coming directly from Supercross Esport, where they recorded top positions in the championship. And of course, that's Kimmy's and AK333MX. Also, we have a special guest today, Milestone developer Alessandro Velasco, racing under the name Ace No Flame. I'm Daniel Blair, joined by the 5-time Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael, and we are ready to drop the gate and get this race underway, Ricky, and it's going to be a fight.
Well, this track looks really, really good right now, Daniel. It kind of makes me wish I was out there.
Yeah, the gate is down now, and it looks like AK333MX with the start, holds the inside line. Double right over the head.
He comes up just a little bit short. Look at that, we got 2 Cooper Webbs out there.
I mean, hey, if you're going to play, you want to be as the champion, right?
Yeah, I love this onboard camera right here. You can see how long this rhythm lane is. Guys, timing is absolutely going to be important throughout this whole race.
Good run by Kellen right there, too, to rip through the whoops, take the early lead. Mr. Worst Nightmare.
Oh!
Came up way short.
Yeah, he comes up just a little bit short, and you can see the bike starts to rotate forward, but he's able to save it and keep it on 2 wheels.
So Kellen leads, ML Ace No Flame right behind him. The battle rages on. for that top 3 spot, but it looks like Kellen has kind of broke away with this thing just a bit. Nice clean lap there on the opening laps of this race.
Yeah, these guys are going for it, and you got to assume that the track is just going to continue to get more and more difficult, more ruddy. You can see the distance time has been displayed by developers since the game is still a work in progress, but man, what a great job they have done and just how realistic and competitive.
Oh, Ryder down too, but we got a battle going between them. And yeah, you're right. I mean, this is competitive. I mean, unless you're Kellen. I mean, Kellen's broke away with this thing. Great early laps, but hey, it's not a one-lap race, Ricky.
No, it sure isn't. But really like that triple into the corner right there. It's absolutely amazing. And you got to say, just like in Monster Energy Supercross, timing is everything. It is so, so important. You slip up just one little bit, come up a little bit short, man, you really lose a lot of time.
Yeah, and the passes we've seen so far have been from those mistakes. You come up short, the guy gets by you, and you got to regroup and reset, Ricky, just like on a Supercross track.
Yeah, you can see right there, there's a lot of pressure happening right there.
Big overjump right there, put it out on the flat. And
ML Ace No Flame keeping the pressure on.
Kellen leads. Ace No Flame in second. Mr. Worst Nightmares had a rough run to start this race, but he's got a chance. This thing's not over.
Yep, Kimmy's in. That's right there. He's on the number 21 ride.
Trying to get back into, get back into this battle. He's right there.
Yeah, he's trying to close the gap on AK 333 MX. Man, look at how far they launch onto that start straight, then up underneath that tunnel. Kind of making a nice big arc there. Oh,
he's
going for it. The front end just a little bit high. AK 333 MX. I thought he was going to come off the back, but that was a nice save.
You see that big old whip he threw too? He's having too much fun for a rider in third.
That's right. Oh, look at wheel right over that little table.
Oh, to Kellen. Ace No Flame trying to make his way around Kellen. He's right there. Kellen had that lead, but that lead is gone now.
Yeah, start your systems better. Get after it. That's him right there, number 152. He is going nice corner right there.
Yeah.
He stays low in the corner, able to not use up so much track by staying low like that.
Yeah, before and after the whoop, same thing. Keeping it tight, and that's hard to do. Now look at the battle for second. Kellen got a little bit of room, but the battle behind him is raging.
It is. These guys are so close in speed and times.
Ooh, almost got him there.
Yeah, one little slip up, and it's game over, Daniel.
ML Ace No Flame was running second, had a rough lap there. It seems like when he got to Kellen, made some mistakes, went backwards, so he's got to regroup and find his way back to the front.
Yeah, thinking maybe he got a little caught up in the hype. Maybe not racing himself.
So Kellen continues to lead, not by much. The battle between AK 333 MX, Ace No Flame, and Kimmy's in is on. Mr. Worst Nightmare. I mean, this race has been his worst nightmare.
Yeah, he's bringing up the rears for sure, and he's going to have to step it up to catch these 3 riders in front of him.
You see Kellen clip right there, make a little mistake.
Yeah, but Worst Nightmare, he's kind of in a good spot because he's able to see what these guys in front of him are able to do and different rhythm section and combinations that these guys are doing.
Oh, AK 333 MX made the way around for a second. Kellen gets aggressive. Both riders scrubbing, trying to stay low.
Oh, neck and neck, Daniel.
Yeah, Kellen, he kept it tight right there. He could have been more aggressive, but took a conservative line up the inside and didn't get too physical with it.
Yeah, and we still have a little bit to go here, so no sense of urgency. He's right on the rear wheels. Oh!
Yeah, Kellen's had a rough lap right there. Once he got past for second, seems like he's trying to regroup and watch out! Oh, he gets back by, but...
Yeah, he gets a little bit sideways, going up the takeoff.
And now Kellen tries to get back by, but Ace No Flame.
Oh,
my gosh.
There he comes, AK 333, MX rebounding from coming up short and clipping that double just a little bit. Now he's back in P2. Nice rebound for sure.
Yeah, great lap for him. And now Kellen's got to be aggressive if he wants this lead back. Ricky, he had a comfortable lead up front, made some mistakes, and not only lost the lead, but now he lost second.
Well, that's right, Danny, and I'm going to tell you, there is no time for any mistakes at this point. We are running out of time and laps, and it's go time if you want to win this race.
All right, we are running out of time in this fight. ML Ace No Flame, once he has taken the lead and got a little bit of spacing, he's been a different rider since he got up front.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of breathing room right there on AK 333 MX. AK33MX, he's close. He's got to make one little last sprint there and try to make a pass on Ace No Flame before the finish line,
Yeah, he's
Daniel.
going for it right now. This is going to be a fight to the finish. He's right there. He might have to be aggressive. He's running out of time. And it looks like ML Ace No Flame's going to hold it for another straightaway. And he's kind of opened up that lead just a little bit, took that pressure off.
Yep, he's getting close to that finish. He just needs to make no mistakes right now down. As you can see right there, there's no pressure from behind. There's Kellen there.
Yeah, Kellen got back by him right there, but AK333MX, this is the fight in the battle, but here we go. And the winner, the big winner, ML Ace No Flame. Ricky, he got it done, especially there at the end of the race when he needed to be at his best. Kellen had a great run. Started up front, led early laps, but once he got in the battle, had some issues. He finishes second and rounding out the podium. AK333MX, Ricky, that 48.6.
That was quick.
Fastest lap time of the race, but he did it inside the battles. Kimmy's in rounds out the top 4. And Mr. Worst Nightmare runs 5th in this race when the checkers flew. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the inside look at Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 5. It was a great battle from start to finish. ML Ace No Flame, again, when it mattered the most, that's when he put his best laps down, pulled away late, got the win, and he's the big winner tonight